So, already went over Blue 4's assets. They have a 50 cal plane. They've got 2 M113 M2s, and I think they had 3 M2 Humvees, and a bunch of transport Humvees, and possibly a bulletproof SUV. But we'll see how all that goes. Everyone's getting put back into the channel. Let's go ahead and look at all of OP4 stuff. So OP4 have 2 Hueys with M60 gun mounts on the side. And it's on some sort of ammo box on either side here as well. Weaponry-wise, what is that? PSG-1? Yeah, possibly a PSG-1 with a bipod there. We've got RAS. I forget. No, it's a 5.56 rifle of some sort. Basically an MP5 chambered in 5.56 when you think about it. But this appears to be just a 5.56 firefight all around. You got some 203 systems. A little bit of server lag here as everything calibrates. And then we got some FN mags as the machine guns here. All right. That isn't too bad. Otherwise, that's the force right there. The other force over here that landed by boat appears to have, wow, 2 transport cars and 2 50 cal cars. And then both of those 50s also have a front firing PKT. All right. That's not bad. So again, the objectives are all around this sector. 2 of them have to be done within 50 minutes, and then the last one can be done by the end. So this should just be a simple 2-way attack. We might see OP4 regroup their forces to the north and land all their guys on the northern side to then probably push the governor. Maybe instead we'll see the helicopter forces move around and go for the control tower. There's really anything, and this could play out anyway. Blue 4 could forego one of the objectives, just hardcore hold one of the objectives, and then the final objective. But we got to also see where this plane goes, and the 50 cal goes with it.
There's still a warm up.
It's not a PSG-1, it was just G3 with a scope. I mean, both are 20 round 7.62 by 5.1, I believe. I might be wrong about the PSG-1, but G3 garbage rod. Not surprised with that one bit. Man. So they got the knock-on vehicles mod, and that's what they're doing right now. Now, just a reminder, OFCRA is a multilingual hub community, which means there's a lot of communities within it that play. So you're going to hear English, British, French, Polish, Czech. Trying to think if there's anything else on the top of my head. I said British, right? Yeah, definitely. There's always British in these types of communities. It's time for Drunk You to watch Sober Liru, because you've, as a sober person, have watched Drunk Me, eh? That's fair. Alright, looks like mission has just started. Looks like they increased the time a little bit to help push things through. We also have multiple RHIBs that I missed. Some of them have front-firing 50 cals, and they're already starting to deploy. Helicopters are both loaded with about a squad each. And we're starting to see them go airborne. Yes, you're right, there has been Spanish too. All right. Not a bad shot. Alright, other helicopter staying below. Oh, there was a collision! Oh, no! One of the boats collided with another boat. That knocked out multiple people. Are there casualties? There is a KIA and there is a man unconscious. Except he's, he's up there. He's pretty far up there. I don't know how they're gonna get him down, but... Ah, he's dead. Is he dead? Yes, he's dead. Jose is now dead. Excellent. Well, that happened. Right off the bat, 2 KIA. Very, very tough there. A little bit of delay for the Op Force side, but otherwise they're still making good time here. We got the rest of them still mounting up some vehicles up here. Looks like they were having some trouble deciding what to do. They're going to leave one of the machine gun Vics here, possibly, and just move in with transports. Interesting.
No, there is...
Alright, come on, guys.
Then we go to the zone and your guy said to let pick up the vehicle.
Whose freaking phone was that? Someone's phone is going off. All right, a little bit of desync, but it should calm down. Hopefully they won't kill each other, but you know, we'll never know. Now we got another car up here. I believe this is just another transport. Yep, so there were 5 cars up there total. Interesting. Boats are still coming around. You've got the Huey landing people in the water over here. I don't know why they're doing a water-based insert if they're really fearful of Blue 4 coming down all the way to the south. It's a little... I get the caution, but at the same time, I don't think it was expressly warranted, but maybe because they didn't want to risk landing the chopper in here to get everyone killed. So, we could see how that all plays out. So I'm going to be honest, if a random vehicle gets armored in the first 5 minutes, it usually has nothing to do with the round. The only time I've seen a vehicle explosion like that ruin something was during FNF matches, which is why I'm very strict about the betting times for FNF, but for OFCRA, I'm usually a little more lax. I can't manually stop the prediction, unfortunately. It doesn't give me the option. I think my mod's good, but like I said, there's still 6 minutes left in that prediction, give or take, and I don't think any substantial action is going to start until at least the next 10, because as someone just pointed out in chat, OFCRA is really all about those wide open flanks and going about all these crazy little things here. So again, going to be a little bit of time before you see any actual action here, as Op4 is now coming in from the north, doing an early dismount, might try to go for that governor position with that force. This force is probably going to bypass up on the left flank and go up for the control tower. You could also see these RHIBs continue to come around and then land anywhere along this coastal line to the south, just to move into that control counter as well. Whew. All right. Well, now that we have a few moments, let's go ahead and look over at what Op4's brought in terms of their vehicle assets from the north. I think they only brought one 50 cal style Vic, which is here. No, that is also a transport Vic, so they didn't leave both 50 cal Vics back there? Yeah, I think they left all their heavy assets back on the beach. Yeah, so I guess I see some wisdom in that, because if you are going to be doing a lot of maneuvering through the jungle, that means you don't want to restrict yourself from attacking from the SSRs, which could be more easily defended by Blue 4. So instead, you can just move through the forests without having to manage any Vics.
You can put the body back?
Why is the governor dead?
Do a body back. We're just gonna say now, we don't know what happened.
Isn't he unconscious by any chance?
He's bleeding.
Why is the governor dead?
I mean, there is no pop-up that he's dead. So yeah, I start healing him, Sam.
He's alive. He's alive.
Yeah, no, patient bot is dead. He lost him.
No, wait.
He's dead.
You can't drag him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
There's no pop-up.
Yeah, now he's dead. He lost some.
I'll just...
Yeah, should we call an admin? Like, it's not our fault he glitched through.
You can't provide them.
Okay.
I know.
Lolo, do your job.
Yeah.
A body back and just hide him.
Yeah. All right. Well, the governor's dead. And it's before the 50-minute mark. So technically...
No, he's dead.
Op4 has 2 points on the board. I don't know how Blue 4 managed to do that, but they did. And you got the Blue 4 plane flying over. Looks like all the RHIBs decided to dismount all the way over here, so they're going to have a long walk. And, yeah. That was interesting. And yeah, okay. That's all I got. I think we have one helicopter landed over here. I don't know where they put it, but they're all on foot right now because they were part of the heli crew. Where is that little bastard? Yeah, so I don't know where the hell they stashed it over here, but it's somewhere. There she is. So they're just removing her from play, essentially. Which is interesting because they have the guns, but I guess they're choosing not to use the guns. And I guess that's also stylized with the choice up here. There's no heavy assets that OPFOR is wanting to utilize to push in. They've docked their boats with the RHIB gun, the 50 cals on the RHIBs, which I don't even see here, but we saw two back at base. Looks like they had a rough landing as well and decided to do some medical here. They didn't bring the 50 cal cars, and now they're also docking their helicopters. So they're just relying on basically an infantry-only style fight. Meanwhile, Blue 4, I thought I saw them utilizing their two M113 M2 vehicles. They're definitely utilizing their plane here. But if we quickly look back at base, we can see what's still around. I hear one of the 113s right now. Looks like they left, yep, okay, no, they left two of the 50 cal Humvees right there. You got one of the 113s, I guess, driving around over there. You got one dude in the 50 cal up here just chilling. And then you got the 50 cal Humvee still here as well, so they only took the 113s. Interesting. VIP spontaneously dropping dead is definitely a new one, yes. I'm curious, though, if we come back. I mean, they're really good bodyguards, right? Okay, no, they got him revived. Excellent. Alright. He's back, guys. It's A-okay. They found a way to bring him back. Isn't that funny? Now they're just carrying him around at this point.
I would just keep him back.
Alright, so again, the prediction is going to run fine. Governor was revived. No points on the board for anyone. And we'll see how things go. Alright, so early predictions right off the bat. I think OPFOR is going to be dividing this force here into attacking both the control tower and the governor position at the same time. This northern force, I think, is going to link up with a smaller group from this section to the governor's position, so they'll probably hit this from the north and the south. Meanwhile, they'll do an entire attack wave on the southern side of the control tower position, and then from there, they're just going to bleed the forces into the military base position. Now, attacking from the north and south on the governor's position is a little bit of a bad idea because Blue 4 could have a spread out garrison covering both the northern and southern sides, similar to what they have set up on the control tower. But if OPFOR does an entire attack on the southern side of the control tower, that'll put some of the northern groups out of position, making it weaker, and then those groups will either counterattack or push in to hold the final objective, which could very well end up being attacked by both sides, but it also depends how the opening battles go for OPFOR in the beginning. So you have another helicopter that just spooled down by the first one. They're probably going to be ordered to get out, and they'll move in on foot as well.
Yeah, just, we're not even four of us, right? If it was four of us, I would be like, yeah, that's nice. Let's disembark.
It might be why they're not bringing any assets, though, to give the...
balls, right? I'm lacking absolute balls.
Yeah, it's 1.5 of us.
Yeah, 1.5 of us.
What on earth?
Let's fucking fly.
Right, I'm getting on the gun.
Okay, no, they are going to fly the Huey here.
But I've seen you open the door.
Why did his door open, but he got out? I guess because they're switching here.
I had seen you open the door. And then
Alright, so we're going to see at least one Huey in the air here. The biggest threat for them is going to be that plane with the 50 cals. But we could see them just outright dogfight each other. Regardless, this group's probably holding on the north, waiting for the southern group to get into position so they can time the attack properly, which is smart. But otherwise, we're probably going to, again, have another 10, 15 minutes here just waiting around. We'll have to see how things go. Good stream to eat waffles. Sidious, what type of waffles, man? We could very well just have a complex conversation about waffles. Hell, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Cooking a ribeye tonight on a gas grill. I'm going to just season it with salt and pepper. It's currently in my kitchen, going to room temperature. As soon as this stream ends, I'm going upstairs, powering up that damn grill, and grilling the damn thing. I got to come up with some sides, though. And I have no idea what they're going to be. And there's a hydrate. You got it. There we go. So looks like this OFCRA group is now on the move. It's going left, though. This could also end up being... See, here's the... I see this force up here, which indicates that they're going to go for the governor's position. I see this force staying to the south, which means it's probably going to go to the control tower's position. And I see these guys now crossing right here, which indicates they're going here, which is a pretty bad spot because the military base has pretty good eyes on overwatching this entire northern side. So the only way to get around that is if they attack the governor's position from over here, or if they're going to try to bypass that entirely to cross an open runway to get to the tower, which I don't think is the smartest thing to do. So the reality is I have no idea what OPFOR is planning with that northern group now based off of where they're pathing. I mean, for all I know, they could be lost. I mean, they're sending two guys up here maybe just to do some reconnaissance in the area. Thinking Blue 4 might be sending some outbound patrols around, but it's difficult to say. Potatoes and asparagus. Yeah, I gotta check if we have asparagus. I know we have potatoes, but it's always a good combo to do with steak is potatoes and asparagus. That's my usual go-to anyway. But corn is also a good one to pair it with. Yeah, there's different waffles, man. It's all about what you put in the waffle and what you top the waffle with. Belgian guy here, the best with a ribeye is a bunch of homemade fries. Fried in sunflower oil. Yeah, sunflower oil is great because it has a high smoking point. So you can get a lot of good frying done with it. But every oil does have a very slight difference in their taste. This map can be a little hard to navigate on, but it is a small set of islands. Bigger than, you know, what you'd usually find, but still small in the sense of, you know, there's some islands that take the entire damn map size, so... Not too bad. Oh yeah, homemade garlic bread. Definitely can't go wrong with that steak. Ooh, a little bit of a yawn there. So I'm just assuming based off of the divide here that OPFOR is going for both objectives at once with the southern group, and I'd imagine... Oh my god, they're also doing a northern pincer as well. Why? I mean, this is a very divide and conquer-esque way to do things. I guess it's just going to get the most units engaged, which might be useful for Blue 4, because if they only attack one position, then the other position's garrison will just reinforce the final objective, making it even tougher. But there's not really any tactical advantage OPFOR is going to gain by doing this, other than making Blue 4 spread thin as much as they can, but OPFOR in doing an attack like this is also spreading themselves thin. A Pierce play without Pierce. I wouldn't call this a Pierce play. And no offense to Pierce, which he is playing right now. He is, God, I forget where I saw him. He is in this game. There he is. Yeah, he's under blue 4 over here. No offense to his command style, but he does come up with some really weird, zany plans. But this one, I wouldn't call a Pierce play. This one's just a matter of Op4's leveling the playing field by just attacking everything at once that they need to. So it's just going to fall to whoever has the better PvPers and the better tactically advantageous positions is going to win this one. So looking at the AOs themselves, I mean, Pula's nice because you have all of these roaming hills, you got all these rocks everywhere, you got these nice little open areas, though, that can easily create little kill zones if you are able to exploit things. You got these areas where Blue 4 can, or I guess the defenders in any case, can build these elaborate trench networks to obviously give themselves good points of cover. But with these roaming hills, they are defeated by elevated advantages, such as what's on this military base, which is why you have this 50 cal gun overwatching this area, for example, and he is partially shielded, which is nice. So, however Op4 decides to come into this AO is going to be a difficult one. And then you also always have some little tunnels here that could always be utilized, but not to any large extent. I will say, though, once the combat begins, it's just going to be non-stop combat till the end, and I don't have a multi set up because no one... Yeah, sometimes people in OFCRA give me a multi, sometimes they do not. 10 Wee Woo Buck says defeat in detail. I mean, that is possible, but... I mean, Blue 4 is evenly divided here. They got the weakest garrison on the governor's area, so that one will probably fall, but they've got this massive garrison partially overwatching that governor's position, and based off of where Op4 is moving up from, unless they take the right here and put some distance between that garrison and them, this garrison's not going to be able to do too much. And then meanwhile, Op4 is moving all their forces down here, so they might even attack the military base in the middle, too, which they don't need to do yet. If Op4 were to simply just attack both the control tower and the governor position at the same time and ignore the final objective, then Blue 4 could essentially be defeated in detail because of how divided they are amongst all 3 objectives. But if Op4 decides to push its northern group to attack the area they don't need to attack yet, Op4 will... They have the number advantage right now as the attackers, but it's not by much, and that could easily get turned around if Op4 finds themselves going in open areas with large amounts of guns and firepower overwatching them. Which I guess also makes sense on why Op4 never brought up their vehicle support, but at the same time... just a lot of maneuvering here. Whew. I think once it picks up, it'll be very, very interesting, but at least for the early game, it's going to be entirely dedicated to this level of maneuvering. Mid-game is going to be interesting. Late game is probably going to be a cleanup, but I could easily see this as, you know, a mid-game finish through and through, which means it's going to be a shorter round than normal, which, you know, helps compensate for the fact that it crashed the first time around. Hey, Gorechild, how you doing, my man? How's life? Well, so Volta, they still have FN mags on the Op4 side, which are 7.62 by 5.1 medium machine guns, similar to 240 Bravo or 240 Golf that the US side. I don't think they would be fielding, but here, let me just check through the roster, because I didn't see. Okay, no, they have M60s though, which is the predecessor to the 240. Been told I'm deploying to 3 different places in the next one. All of them canceled. Whew. I got a friend of mine who's getting off of the deployment in 3 weeks, but oh my gosh, it is killing her apparently. So she got my care package today though. Bloodway and I set something up, asked her a million questions, got her all of her favorite things. Hope to God it went through the mail properly. It did. So hopefully that'll help get her through the rest of that BS. Why am I hearing 50 cal? Are you? No. No. What? What are you doing? Oh my God, there's 2 people dead. What? What? What happened? What?
No kurwa, nie strzelaj z niej!
I think he's telling him not to shoot. What? Bro.
240, c'est l'ouest.
No, stop shooting! What are you shooting at? Clearly, Red 4 has some invisible players in the midst of Blue 4's ranks here. He's still going! And now you're doing it too! What? Oh, they're firing back! Yeah, they're being told to fucking hold fire here.
No, we're all at the fullback alpha fallback position.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Znowu będzie strzelał. Uwaga, będzie strzelał. Kurwa, zamykam. O, dobra, uczmy się.
That's brilliant.
Jeden jest w bunkrze, Kelderford.
No to są sojusznicy, przecież ci mówię, że to farmy. Kurwa, widzę ludzi. Patrzą na nas z tych, z lornetek i jeden na
What the
hajs.
Blue 4 doing?
No właśnie.
Gore, I literally just hydrated because I was thirsty, man. Thank you for covering it. Well, it only cost 2 people. And I guess it put Blue 4 on edge here, but look at this. Now you're seeing more of Op 4's plane. They're going to literally sandwich the governor's compound. They're going to try to sandwich the air traffic control. What would be nice to see is one attack happening and then another attack happening a few minutes later to make Blue 4 question moving their forces out to potentially do a counterattack on the governor's position if they think only one of the 2 positions is being attacked. Because that might put Blue 4 units to do a maneuver out of the base, thus weakening it or causing people to not be on defensive lines, and then Op 4 can take it more easily. What the hell are you shooting at this time? It better be at an enemy. I swear to fuck. There we go. Yes! Okay, Ethan spotted some of Op 4 moving around down here on the southern side, possibly when they were crossing. I think the plane is still actively patrolling. No, are they fighting? Plane might be tracking the helicopter here as the helicopter circles around. Alright, so Blue 4 have all turned on the northern side, pardon the yawn again. And they're definitely looking around. We're hearing some pot shots fired occasionally, possibly at the Op 4 guys down there. They're just blind firing here. Yeah, they're totally just taking guesses at where Op 4 is. Baku's saying that he's suppressing right now. Op 4 just seems very unfazed about it, though. Now you got more Blue 4 firings. This is what I was worried about with this hill position here, with how close Op 4 was getting, because they could be potentially engaged by those higher positions. Now, how accurately that engagement's going to be is anyone's guess. But we just have to see how everything goes. So we'll see how things go with this. Chopper's coming around. I mean, that could also be really helpful on the control tower position. But at least with all these forces around right here, that is going to make Blue 4 start to second guess where the main attack is coming in from. So can someone tell me what the final prediction point total was now that we're getting into the combat here? $53K Blue 4, 43K on Op 4. All right, so a little bit over 100. No, barely up to 100. That's up to 96, if I recall correctly. 95 to 96. All right, not bad. I got a Blue 4 Garrison right here. They're waiting them out, and Op 4 is led by Vexen here, who in his own right is also a very good player. There's an entire line of OPFOR troops going under them at the moment. Little bit of fire coming in here on the engagement. That's going to cause them to break apart. I heard a GL fire. That is the M60 firing down at him. I think he just ran out of ammo, so he's going to pull back and reload. Wow, OPFOR have completely gone around. They're now going to attack from the eastern side into the Governor Complex to bypass this force here. And then this attack is eventually going to start up as well. I think OPFOR is going to be able to make their initial objectives here. But the final one is where it's going to get a little tricky. I think the Governor one is going to be probably a slaughter at this point. Blue 4, I mean, already pulling back through some of their from some of their positions, fearing that they're being outflanked. Not sure if they have spotted some of the OPFOR guys moving back and forth along there. I don't think OPFOR has been focusing on those forces here. So you're hearing some suppressed shots going out here. That is on Aja here, who took a little bit of fire. You see at least 2 blood wounds there. Now you're starting to see grenades getting thrown back and forth here. As was I, Malin, as was I. That's okay. I think Vex pulled back, all right. This group taking some pretty heavy grenade fire. Ferg, who ran up here, was picked off. And we also have some Blue 4 guys. Ah, there's a Garrison right here. Yeah, he's calling him out right there. Let's see if he takes him out. They put a lot of shots at him. You see a big blood splatter there. I think the GL went off at just the right angle. There we go. And that got a double kill right there, but that first one was blocked by the tree. Great GL double kill right there. And these OPFOR guys are just stuck in a really nasty position. They got to let the remaining OPFOR guys come around to relieve them. And then you got this massive attack coming to the south here. So we'll see how well Blue 4 can hold off these initial attacks, because if they aren't quick enough, it's not going to do too well, unfortunately. AT being fired into this building, I would assume, because that's the original Governor's position. No, okay, they're just choosing to hit those random garrisons here. You got Beast and Joda coming in on this position as well. And you can hear the Huey coming in while the plane is going to the other island for some weird reason. That's a 249. Oh! Andre losing the 249 without firing a single damn shot. That is unfortunate. Huey just took some heavy fire. Escaping through the tree line there. Ooh. Lolo, I think, just got sniped by AT. No, he jumped down in time. Okay, I thought I saw him get blown away. More AT firing. Sam took a hit there. He's going to stay down. Now, you got to remember, OPFOR here is trying to find a specific AI unit, the Governor, and take him out. We don't have access to where he is on this position. So, oh, I see him. It's Sam trying to lead him back over here. I have no idea how they got... Oh, no, they used the script to go in through the front door or something, maybe, to get on the rooftop. I don't see any doors up here, so I actually don't know how they got there. Maybe they enhanced movement jumped from the other rooftop there. Now, the one issue with this position is OPFOR starting to take this hill, and if they look over, they'll probably see Sam and the Governor and be able to take him out. So, again, if he dies, OPFOR gains 2 points. Meanwhile, this other attack right here, OPFOR's bypassing some of the defensive lines to get a little closer to this position. And it looks like Blue 4 is staying intact there as well. Lolo just got spotted by Depso and taken out. Except he is being engaged by friendly forces now without realizing. Is this the best place to put him? Yeah, but it risks being overwhelmed by so many different flanks. Better to put him up high to a position that's really hard to see, but I think Yaya here just noticed. He just got credited with a kill. And yeah, he killed him. And the governor's right there, so we'll see if he actually takes him out. So Sam and Lolo now dead. It's only Seismo in this AO. You got a few Blue 4 guys on the edge over here. 2 are unconscious, 2 are still alive. Oh, this is turning into a mess. Seismo, you hear him firing some suppressed shots here. He's gonna wait it out. His barrel's not sticking out though. Ilbenek's gonna come around. Oh, exchange of fire right there. Ah, great headshots there by Ilbenek. Did he just do a teabag on him? I mean, he's gonna be taking his guns, that's for sure. Now you got Skipu sneaking up into this fortified position here. Quick reload. Adamek is also up here. Sifu taking friendly fire as he tries to run. Alright, Marty looks like he woke back up. He's trying to get away. Adamek's on fucking yelling. Or no, Marty's on yelling. Adamek's trying to track him down. He's now taking fire, though. Skipu also taking fire. As he's trying to run for Marty. And then Adamek and Skipu just double-teamed him. Oh, but Skipu just got blown out way by something there. Oh, and then we just had some blue on blue. These 50 cal gunners will literally shoot at anything that moves down there. Meanwhile, looking at the other battle, because I'm assuming OPFOR are going to find and eliminate the governor there. OPFOR have been taking some pretty significant casualties here. You got vehicles on fire. This might have been an M2 Humvee. Definitely a Humvee of some sort. As OPFOR are coming around, Blue 4's Garrison is not looking too hot. They were all kind of divided around here. You got one gunner right here unconscious. As Ario's now on that gun. Let me adjust my seat here. Blue 4 trying their best to hold their positions. Oh, Nubas with the charge and Blast couldn't figure it out. Oh, what the hell was that? That was pretty damn funny. What are you doing? No, 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 no! Stop it! Nubas, no! What is going on? Why did... What? 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 So Mr. Dave ran up and killed somebody. Roderick just killed Mr. Dave, another guy with a grenade. Nubas ran up and killed somebody. He's at 0 now, because he... What the... Well, there goes, like, all of OPFOR's forward force there. Roderick now getting flanked by NASA. Well, NASA saw Carl Gustav on him and immediately got Gestapo there. Nubas runs up and gets him, though. Oh, what is this? I guess people are having some massive PID issues here. Oh, man. Let's quickly go back and check on the governor here. I feel like OPFOR is just losing too many casualties to a lot of silly errors here. Yeah, governor's gotten grenaded. Literally in the other guy. So that's 2 points to OPFOR. So the main fight's going to concern here. These guys are getting flanked by a 50 cal on the tower. I'm wondering now if this force is going to try to charge up and put pressure on this element, because they aren't close enough to do anything with the other group there. Otherwise, we have the Huey fighting with the 113. Op4's pushed up and eliminated a few Blue 4 guys on the northern side. And the plane is over here doing plane things, which is a little disappointing. I feel like there is still room here for Op4 to win, or excuse me, lose this fight, because Blue 4 still has it pretty well defended. And Op4 is just in too many angles to do anything proper. Posture check, you got it. AT firing over just a little bit short. I mean, let's take a quick look at the helmets. Op4 seem to have tan helmets, where Blue 4 seem to have woodland helmets. Yeah, but it's very similar. So they're raining Maz shots on this hill. It's just not enough, though. They were able to take one guy out. But then we also have Kropa here crawling around. But he's on Whisper. This group up here doesn't hear him. Michael looting Lcpl shit. Got a small Blue 4 garrison here firing at more Blue 4. I mean, this just goes to show you that both sides are struggling with PID issues. They're just blindly suppressing up there. Yeah, they're literally shooting each other again. Ay, ay, ay.
Estoy vendando el pecho.
So you've got the helicopter now firing down on these positions. I'm waiting to see the plane come in play. Looks like she's over the AO now, but whether or not she'll actually do anything is anyone's guess. I believe that is the M60. And it is definitely doing M60 things. That's what you call just a general freaking suppression. I don't know. I'm a little worried about Op4 right now, actually, because they've got the numbers around, sure, but compared to the amount of Blue 4 that are still not only alive, but where they're specifically positioned, is where it's tough. We're seeing more blue on blue right here, as this group is still blue on bluing the other group. So there's just outright a shit ton of confusion here, as people are just returning fire on everyone. This might get a window for actual Op4 elements to get into this AO, as they're being slow to maneuver and being suppressed on a few other areas here. Tough to say. Alright, so they're going to be cautious, continuing to move up here. More AT rounds coming in on this group. I'm surprised they haven't done a lot of maneuvering, because they've just been kind of staying up here. This is where they lost one of their dudes. I'd imagine they would be trying to maneuver around, but I guess that's just not the case. Meanwhile, this position's kind of out of position at this point, because Op4 just bypassed around. And now this group's going to be within striking distance of controlling that tower by the 50-minute mark, and they still have a good 10 or so minutes to do it. Hydrate, you got it. Whew. And they're still shooting at each other.
Robert, necesito que mires a sus tíos que están.
Oh, that's brilliant. This is probably some of the worst PID I've ever seen in OFCRA in a long while. Hell, in any PvP match. I don't know if the kits are just super similar or what, but did you just take a... And that's amazing. And then they start doing it to their own guys. That's just... If both sides blue on blue or red on red, I think it all evens out, right? You would think. Chopper's still going around strong. You got this massive smoke push being generated here. Bro. Literally, this is just hilarious. Chopper just took another hit. Engine's still going strong. Now you have the actual OFCRA Garrisons fighting this blue 4-1. Ironically, the blue 4 is also firing at their own blue 4-1. This is a three-way fight between 3 different garrisons here. It's just one of them happens to be a friendly one. And you can see they're getting torn the fuck apart up there. That's amazing. He just fucked the grenade throw? Oh, he didn't fuck that one, though. Oh! You heard him call frag, too. Oh, my God. That is everyone except one guy dead. That's amazing. Oh. Damn. That was beautiful. Wow. Another one. Literally, the shrapnel landing all over him. What is this show? This is the OFCRA PvP show where everything is just happening today, and I don't really have anything else to say on the damn matter. Now you hear that plane coming and it's doing an airstrike. Okay, almost wasn't able to pull up there. We still got one guy. Now the opposite is true for this position. If they just threw some grenades in here, they would be able to wipe everyone. But if they just throw grenades on the entrance, then yeah, they're gonna get scuffed. So now you got OFCRA trying to engage up here. You got Blue 4 holding these defensive lines. OFCRA got Layden leading here. Oh, Zartek got caught in a reload. And Martys doesn't even realize he has a stolen M249. Now the rear garrison's shooting at him. They knock him to his feet. He then gets back up going, oh, I just got shot. That's awkward. And he just runs back. So even though we're seeing these pushes here, I don't think OFCRA have the numbers to take this final base without support. It's just all of their support is getting scuffed. All right, they're charging. I'm wondering if these two guys are going to be able to push Blue 4 out with some well-placed grenades here, because you've been seeing how effective the grenades are. Good thing Falcon isn't playing. He would have survived more than 5 minutes. You're right, because Falcon always gets friendly fired. Got some blind firing going back here. I think he's calling into his buddies that they're being assaulted. Oh, it is hard to keep track of all this. But now he's being shot at by his own dudes on the rear. Melody comes out, finishes him off. Or Melody, excuse me. Now you got the rest of this OFCRA force coming up as well. Oh man, this running back and forth. Melody coming around getting another kill. 113 just got hit over there. Now you're down to these two Blue 4 guys. Tier might come around. Dislike might come around. No, Melody was down there. He just killed Black's, no, he killed someone coming around there. Oh! Finally, we're seeing the grenades thrown. Melody flanking around, trying to get Dislike. Missing all of those shots, and then Dislike just blows them away. He did get a few, but they just weren't in the right spots. And I think this blue 4 Garrison has fallen at this point. Yep. They're still going to get shot at by their own dudes, though, because of course they are. Just wave the white flag. You're okay. Seismo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen this much friendly fire in all of PvP. I've seen some pretty nasty grenades. I've seen some pretty silly maneuvers, but the friendly fire has just been absolutely atrocious. And you got the Huey flying around. Where's the damn plane? It's still up there as well. They have radios. Yeah, just been a lot of miscoordination apparently. And we're still like smack dab in the middle of the mid-game here. In another few minutes, we'll see the middle objectives called out. OFCRA need to spend the next 4 minutes trying to get to the control tower, because otherwise they're pretty much SOL here. Oh, shut up, Nemesis, with your little shell. Ooh, great headshot. Oh, I thought it was Roland that did that for a second. I'm like, that better not have been a fucking blue on blue. Gunner for the 50 cal just taken out. Adamek just got charged by Stifo and Cheeseburger. Oh, we're gonna see Adamek come into the chat in a second. More grenades being thrown up here. Kratz trying to get some flanking here. Perfect grenade throw on Depso. And he somehow dodges it with the perfect enhanced movement. And now he's in a rock. Nope, he's out of the rock. He ran into a rock, and then Cheeseburger finished him off. Ouch. We got some OFCRA coming around over here. They're picking off who they can. I mean, if OFCRA continues to do this, they might be able to get away with this. Grenades being flung up. Hey, right, Ozell, thanks for the 4-month resub as well. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I don't know if OFCRA has the numbers down here. They need to push on that control tower. If they don't, they're going to have to take those forces and finish off up here, because I don't think the remaining OFCRA guys here can take this on their own, but they can whittle down the Garrison enough so that that other group in the Garrison can. It just means there's going to be a large amount of remaneuvering. 50 cal coming in. Well, there's just a lot of holes here. Cali is about to go on the counteroffensive here. But Spectrum saw him. We need some grenades. Posture check, you got it. That one's gonna be going a little far, landing right behind Cali. It wounds him. Cheeseburger pushing, taking him out with the M60. He's on 4 kills. Can he make it 5? No, he pulls back after getting hit a few times. There's a hydrate, you got it. All right. So there's the 50-minute mark done, so this is only a 3-minute save start, so that means there are 2 points on the board for either side, which means whoever has control of this military base is going to win it here. OFCRA is only down to 4 players on this assault. You got the plane chasing the helicopter here. No, it's way above it. Never mind. Cheeseburger bandaging. Spectrum pulled back to bandage. They're in each other's blind spots. Spectrum might notice Cheeseburger's skyline, but not past the rock. Adamek, you killed no one from the looks of things, I'm sorry to say. We watched you get literally just tagged by 2 people as they came around to counterattack you. See, and this is a shame, because OFCRA, if they had a few more minutes, could have taken this control post position, because you see them cleaning up these remaining forces here, so now it's going to be a matter of how long is it going to take for them to regroup and push to that objective without friendly firing each other. Plane's done nothing? Yeah, I agree with you. It's been a little... They've, I think, tried to use it as a scouting asset. Now it's doing gun runs here, but only when there's a few OFCRA guys remaining. Speaking of a few OFCRA guys remaining, we got Zicky on 2 kills. He's got a suppressed M16 here. I want to see what Zicky does, because with a suppressed weapon on his own in an open AO like this, I think he can literally change the tide. He is one of the few people that can pull something like that. I don't mean to hype the man up, but I've seen him pull some crazy, crazy things out of his ass. Alright, got some GLs coming up here. Not sure if maybe he was spotted by Virat. I think Virat especially spotted him. That one went a little wide, though. Maybe he was firing up at bodies, or he just can't range it, though. I think the reason we haven't seen a lot of the Humvees being used is because the Humvees do make them big open targets, and you see right here, I mean, there was a guy in there, but he's been pulled out. And then in the 113, there was a gunner that was taken out in there as well. It looks like they pulled out as well.
Gonna die. I given him CPR, but I don't think he's gonna live.
That's what Cheeseburger sounds like?
Blood.
Damn. I always love listening to people. I'm like, wait, that's what they sound like? Damn, I'd never thought of it that way. All right, otherwise we got one Huey. I don't know where they landed over here, but this was the Huey we saw in the air, so they might try to move in on foot. And it's pretty much this remaining position. Both sides have an even number count, I'd say, but Blue 4 has them all in the Garrison, but we do have Op 4 with some pretty specialized things here. A few well-placed infantry could really turn this around. Cheeseburger sounds more like a Whopper. Oh, man. Alright, so Zicky's still moving around on this flank. Again, it's up to Op 4 to regroup right here. You got Leziak here as a single medic coming around, and then Op 4's probably going to take another 10 minutes to maneuver around on that flank there. Regardless, here we're just waiting things out at this point. Frat seems a little frustrated here as he looks around.
6 now.
Ivno.
I got paid today, let's go.
Bro, payday. It's always good to have paydays, man. Thank you for sharing it with me and giving me a little bit of a payday as well. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I get a nice kick out of the scenario. Again, thank you for the 13-month resub. So Zalek, I think, spotted a ghost over there, started firing a few shots. But, of course, ghosts don't exist. Well, I'm going to rock that statement back, but you know what I mean. You can't shoot at something that you physically can't harm, so, you know. Oh, you're right, it is September for Twitch, because it is the 1st. I guess we should have a few parties then, with some streaming and whatnot. So Zicky just picked off Jonathan up there, knocked him out. TK Llama also getting some flanking shots around here. They got to be careful, though, because they can immediately be run up on. Zicky also picking off Virat. We'll see if Jordy here, or Gordy here, comes up and flanks TK Llama. And this is the one issue when you have a few forces all spread apart like this, and then Blue 4 with a weakened Garrison line, is these few guys can do a lot of damage. So we'll see if Llama puts his head over. Jordy might have just spotted that as well. All right, grenade. Perfect grenade throw. But Llama managed to get away in time. You have another knockout here. Krug is down. Joda's come around here. Bodies aren't double tapped, but if they're not waking up, it's unlikely they're going to wake up. So with these 3 guys cleaned up and Op 4 coming up with reinforcements, we could still see this turn around. Got some smoke grenades being thrown. Zicky trying to go for a pickoff on Ethan there. Ethan runs back into the tower, little Garrison position there. I think Joda just double tapped the body. All right. And then you still got that heli crew back here. I have no idea what they're doing. Oh, yeah, that's not going to be repairable, guys. You're going to have to walk in at that point. So So this is just a 3-man game at this point until the majority of OPFOR QRF can come in. But I think at this point, with the amount of people these three have knocked out up here, it's now looking to be in OPFOR's favor. Yes, they're broken apart into 2 different groups. This group's going to come up and reinforce, but this large group is going to be able to come up because a lot of Blue 4 are going to be too busy dealing with these Eternal fights to be doing Overwatch, and that's what's going to cost them. We just got Kilo knocked out by Ziki. It's that suppressed weapon that he picked up from the original Garrison. He may only have 2 kills, but he has a lot of knockouts. Jonathan's still down. Kilo's down. Vrak was double tapped by Joda. And it looks like Joda was eventually taken out, unfortunately. But the numbers being exchanged here are incredible for what these 3 guys have been pulling so far. So now there's 2, but they managed to knock out a good 4 or 5 people. So if they can keep up this momentum, they can continue to make this very nasty for remaining Blue 4 guys. But you see, Ethan's gotten on that 50 cal, and he was firing down at OPFOR because they were pushing through the open. Now you got some return fire coming in, but they're firing at the wrong sections here. Now it's just a defense game. Hydrate, you got it. But Blue 4's pretty spread thin here. So I think when this group comes up and starts the attack, unless Blue 4 can immediately quell it with some well-placed grenades, I think that's just going to stall it for the rest of OPFOR then to come up and eventually overwhelm this position. But we got to keep eyes on players like Ziki who are over here and see what they do. And then I think, did Llama... Oh, I thought Llama was in the Humvee hiding, but no, he's down here. Ziki gets another knockout. And that was on Kilo once more when they, I think, tried... They had to drag Kilo back, and he was already knocked out. But it looks like they got him with a few hits.
I think they shoot him from the north.
Pour l'OFCRA, vous êtes combien encore?
Alright. We are about to enter late game in another minute, which means we still have 30 minutes here. But, I mean, looking at the numbers, looking at where OPFOR is coming from, it's hard to say. Pogo landed over at this one airfield to refuel, so he's going to come back in. I don't know if that 50 cal, if the 50 cal gun pods on that plane are going to make much of a difference at this point, in all honesty. You got 2 guys driving up in another fuel truck. And then some guys went back and they picked up one of the Humvees here for transport. Okay. Yeah, there's no way those 2 are waking back up. So Blue 4's down to 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with a 13th guy down. OPFOR has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 22. So there's a 10-person number advantage right here. Looks like this Vic was just blown up, possibly by TK Llama. And we're seeing some AT getting launched up here. Swede was just knocked out. Kilo was brought up again, though. So again, showing that OPFOR doesn't know where the friendlies and the enemies are. But now you're going to see Wombat and Demovar start to rush this position. This should be interesting. All right. Ziki, he's trying to find more angles to line off some pickoffs because, I mean, you see some of his work right here, and this is also some other people, but it's been some great slow pickoffs, and with that suppressor, he's able to be a lot more methodical with it. Did they just actually get a pickoff there? No, but I think they hit Ethan once or twice with that gun. Whew. Ah, Adamek, you were just playing that mission, though, so shouldn't you know what the mission is about? Maybe? Possibly? Does that not make sense? Oh, yeah, so the military base itself is actually this position. But I'd imagine with the amount of time that's remaining, OPFOR is going to be forced to push up and eliminate the Blue 4 in this position here. You would think, right? Angels, thanks for the 10-month resub. Happy September, buddy. I hope you keep enjoying the
10
operations.
months. Wow. It's been an amazing time. Still love the content. Keep it up, bud.
I appreciate it, Angel. I've got a lot of cool stuff coming out this month. And I know I'm always saying that, but for real, I got a lot of cool stuff coming out this month. And we're going to be seeing a lot of cool mission dev with it, too. Otherwise, I hope you keep enjoying the operations, my friend, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Enemies on the hill.
Now you're hearing that 50 cal starting to press on the left side. We'll see if Zicky potentially tries to maneuver around after seeing that this is where the main fighting is going on. That 50 cal gunner immediately taken out. Blue 4 down to at least 10 guys at this point. Now you got a lot of OFCRA guys coming in on the low ground as well, which is going to keep these guys pinned to deal with their suppression, which might allow for players over here to come up and flank. Oh, Zicky trying to climb up here. He is unable to get a good angle. But Jordy is covering that spot immediately. Yeah, again, there was a lot of friendly fire in this one. A lot more than I normally see, which is really interesting. There's always blue on blue, don't get me wrong, but this one, holy crap, it was just happening non-stop between everybody. Which is pretty damn funny, but, you know, it sucks for the people on the ground that died of blue on blue. Just ask Falcon when you see him. He will just bitch and bitch and bitch about it. More suppressive shots coming up. Looks like he was trying to hit Shadow. So you got some random firing back there. Baku trying to get up and find an angle here. He's getting shot at, though, by forces closer down to the south. Now you got this OFCRA group ready to get on the baseline here and attack. Danny Sweet turned down in the 113, potentially maneuvering that around. I don't think being in the static guns is useful anymore when OFCRA are so close to this position. TK Llama being aggressive here on the flank. Zicky's still camping around, waiting for more opportunities to come up here. TK Llama catching Jordy as Jordy tried to catch him. Body falls down. Llama needs to double tap. There it is. Now I think we're down to about 9 blue 4 here. It's 11, actually, my bad. Danny just took some AT, I think because they were able to revive a few of the guys. Got some grenades being thrown up here. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. Oh! Kilo's about to get knocked out by that one, too. Some great grenade throws by OFCRA. Swede's vehicle is now on fire. I think this is it. Another one. Oh, it's a smoke. You heard them yelling about it and then immediately taken out. Xeon double tapping with that FN mag. He's gonna look left and catch Flip for Flap. The enemy commander runs out of ammo, though, quickly folds back. Only to be then taken out, but Flip now taking heavy fire from R now. He's out of ammo. Grenade gets thrown. Bounces on top of that bunker. Oh my god. That's brilliant. Another grenade thrown over. That one might land right next to Ethan. He goes prone in time. OFCRA taking heavy casualties as they assault this position, but they've already caused a lot of damage. Grenade gets thrown. That one is on the opposite side, but it still penetrates and kills Blue 4 Command. Another Blue 4 guy goes down, and this is pretty much wrapping up to GG here as OFCRA finishes this assault. Oh. I'm not going to cover the bonus round because I have to go make dinner, but this... Man, holding the bunker here, immediately mows down a dude. And we're seeing the remainder of Blue 4 holdouts here, trying their best to survive. There's only 3 remaining. And OFCRA, they're also stacking into the military bunker here. I forgot there's a 4th guy in a plane, but that's not really going to do much. He did just hit TK, though. Hell, you'll get paid even offline, buddy. Don't worry. Ethan caught in the open here. Manshot, if he gets up, he's busy medicing, unfortunately. He could technically flank those guys, but he doesn't know that because his perception's limited. Sanchez coming in. Both of them running out of ammo. Quick tack reload. What are you staring at? Shoot him! Why were you just staring at him? Oh, this dude's shooting at me. Oh, okay, that blew up. And the 3 remaining guys have regrouped. Carl's about to get shot in the back. Oh my god. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a potato to start peeling. I'll be back in a second. So now they're going to be using this as cover here. This whole blown out radar position, but they will eventually have to go on the offensive. Oh dear. You guys remember the Vietnam op with Digby as the commander? It was hosted by the SOG devs, and they put me on base bitch duty with Scandi Recon. And then I turned the stream into an onion cutting stream for a, whatchamacallit, French onion soup I made later that day. Oh, good times. Good freaking times. One of the upcoming Vietnam ops I'm going to do, probably in October, will have a reference to that op when I Zeus. I'm going to, among a few other things, there will be a bowl on my Zeus table, and I'm going to find a good asset that looks like an onion. And we're going to put it there. Hydrate? I'm almost out of water. Whew. Probably should have brought a knife down to chop this potato up too, because I want to put this on a boil. Ah, this is brilliant. And then I remember Digby also told me to drop mortars on friendlies. I'm like, you sure? I don't want to be the guy that gets in trouble for this. And he's like, yeah, do it. I'm like, all right, bet. Oh, he's a chill guy. So you still hear that plane doing airstrikes, but it's not really going to be doing much. Frickin', you hear Zicky's suppressed gun over there. Actually, is Zicky dead? TK Llama died. He was OFCRA ground command. I guess he died to the 3 there. I guess someone else picked up a suppressed gun. 20 minutes remaining. Yeah, it's over. Unless these 3 Blue 4 literally pull some of the most amazing PvP I've ever seen, it's over. But hey, still possible. Which is why I'm still here and I haven't called it yet. That's also why I'm peeling a potato. Nonetheless, guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's operation. Ethan getting a great flank on a double kill there. And a lot of this OFCRA group is down. You got 2 flanking around right here. You got Baku and Manshot now trying to come down. I mean, this is a 3v3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 3v10. So this is going to be a tough fight for Blue 4, but I've seen crazier odds. If anyone remembers the goddamn Audrey Hotto incident, every freaking time we get into odds, I talk about that one. One man getting about 25 kills and winning it as a one-man army. Also, I'm not counting the pilot, because that pilot's not really doing anything. Unless he blows up the building by ramming into it, he's not going to do much. Alright, let's see if Ethan spots these guys coming around. Maybe. Possibly. Ah, I hate these, like, deep round spots on potatoes, man. Dislike spots Ethan. Ethan flanks around. Fighting's gonna be down to right here. He comes around. Blows Dislike away, but Tear gets him. Baku comes back and eliminates Patriot. And double taps him. Terra now working on Dislike. He's not a medic though, so I'm doubtful he'll be able to get him up. It is possible for a non-medic to get anyone up if they only took a light to moderate amount of damage, and they immediately are able to stabilize him because they only have a few wounds, like a single headshot or something, and then give him an epi, and usually they're able to wake up immediately after. Whew. And yeah, no, okay, so he was able to get him back up. Just a quick stabilization. You're able to. So it's 2v8 or something. Here, I'm going to send a buddy of mine a picture right now of this potato I just peeled while we're watching the remaining players here. Ooh, great pickoff by Baku there. I think he's still talking to Manchote. Or is it Mancoat? I don't know. All right, let's see. 2, 4, 6. I think it's, yeah, 2v8. 2v8 still. Because they did get that guy back up as well. All right, we're in a third-person Baku here. I'm going to go put this potato, get it and sliced up a little bit. And then get it. Woo! I know it's the admin. Baku is dead, that's why. Alright. I could literally hear those gunshots from my damn kitchen. So looks like he was able to get Terror, but Dislike finished him off. What's Dislike on? He's on 5 kills. Good for him. So now it's just up to head honcho admin here, who's on 6 kills, but then again, the people he was fighting were doing some really dumb things. Ah, man. 6 kills is still 6 kills. You are absolutely right. What is our time check here? This is a 1v... It's a 1v7 at this point, because I'm not counting him unless he, like, lands or, like, airdrops in like a badass. I don't know. It did as. It's, just the whole system in itself was tough, but I appreciate, you having that conversation with me. Still got that plane flying back and forth. I mean, they could retrieve some of the 50 cals around here and potentially try to shoot it down, or even just turtle it, because I don't think the 50 cals are going to be able to blow this building up. As I say that, though, I think they both have that cracked look, though. I don't see any, like, true damage markings on it, though. They did draw a dick on it. Okay. They did draw a dick on it. Just shooting at it with small arms. Good God. I would love to see the plain blue on blue man showed as, like, a last thing. That would be so silly. Ah, man. He's coming around. Let's see what this looks like from his POV. We got one kill out of it. Oh, man. I know how this is going to play out. Because even if Manshot rushes in there last second, there's still more in the AO than him, so it's just going to be that. Unless we see a vehicle ram of some sort, which I'm pretty sure is against the rules. But it would be funny, you're right. SEO, I'm not going to be covering the bonus round because I have dinner I got to cook. But I'll try to cover next week. So I'm trying to cover it 2 bonus rounds per month for OFCRA now because they are pretty fun. The Pirates of the Caribbean one, for example. It's pretty good. See, I see what Manshot's trying to do here. He's trying to wait it out to see if he can pick anyone off, but no one's going to be leaving their positions because the plane keeps flying around. So he's going to have no choice but to go in. And yes, I'm going to be trying to stream FNFEU tomorrow. I got to commend Wombat for actually trying to shoot that damn plane down, though. You have a parachute, right? All right, cool. Follow-up question. Are you going to get on the 50 cal and shoot that man down? You magnificent bastard. Kill him. Oh! They went right next to him. Alright, it is now 2v8. Alright, here we go. Mancho, picking off someone. He's up to 7. Here's the crazy thing. There's still a chance here, alright? There's still a fucking chance. So is there a cooking stream? I'm not going to be doing a cooking stream out of it. I'll give you the story behind it, though. This is one of my friend's favorite things to have, which is why I'm trying to learn how to properly cook ribeyes on my grill. And I gotta measure out, like, thickness, too. I'm gonna be making, like, a journal out of this. How many kills does the pilot have? Just 1. But when this friend eventually comes over, I want to make sure it's perfect. I'm a very big perfectionist when it comes to prepping things my friends like. Because I'm one of those people that obsess over my relationships, both platonic and bloodwains and sexual, but, you know, that's just how I am. I do have a sous vide machine. I just don't always use it, and for this particular friend, they don't like it that way. They just like simple salt and pepper. I know, right, Nem? I know. I'm a man of few friends, but I like to spoil my friends. Alright, Mancho's going in. Pogo underscore's coming in around. Dislike, I believe, has moved into the Garrison here. Let's see how things go. I know, you just have Yanni's mom, Nem. Oh, fuck. I don't think I replied to you. I will when this ends, because I'll be in my kitchen checking my calendar. I'm pretty sure it'll work that day, but I will let you know. I know the sous vide is just to get it cooked. I was on... Why did I think that was the method where you just infuse it in its own, in a freaking liquid marinade. I don't know why I thought that, but I think that's also because it is if you like do the full process with it. I forgot that that was actual the actual method for cooking it too. My bad. But no, I'm setting it on the grill. Yeah, I know, Nam. Yeah, like basting. Well, basting is more of you're still putting it on direct heat, but you're like covering it with liquid constantly. Sous vide is it's just in a bag of liquid cooking. And yeah, exactly. The sous vide method is pretty much marinating the damn thing. I don't know. We'll do another cooking stream soon. I need to do another IRL stream because I gotta go show you guys what I'm harvesting out of the greenhouse. I would say Mancho will be the MVP if he's actually able to win this damn thing. He's got about 10 minutes remaining. And Op 4's literally just garrisoned inside. I'll be right back 1 second. I do have something on the stove now. Alright, so we got some grenades going in here. No, that's not... I have to harvest my freaking peas, damn it. Mike getting taken out by Pogo here. Pogo took a few hits. Grenade thrown in. What? Pogo, that was like the most pansy-ass throw I've ever seen. He's gonna wait him out. Man's still over on the side, trying to pick off people through the windows. Unable to.
Blue. Okay.
All right.
Tienes ahí, detrás. Están dentro.
Mike's still down there. Kerrigan trying to follow Pogo. Pogo now coming around.
I have one, yes.
Oh yeah, it gets loud down here.
Me tiembla la mano.
And as is actually incredibly right there. If you're like applying fire to the steak, you don't want to burn the pepper because yeah, then it does put a bit of a nasty bitterness. If you're sous videing it though, then yeah, you want to do that. Yep, man got knocked unconscious. It's up to Pogo here. Man could still wake back up, and as I say that, he wakes back up. It is a 2v245. It's doable. It's doable. With the amount of time left, we could see a clutch. And they're smoking this heavily. Whoo, they're camping that. He tried to shut the door, he couldn't. Kerrigan trying to come around though. Oh, baby. As we'll do the payout when I see the remaining 2 Blue 4 guys die or it gets called in the next 6 minutes. Late game's been pretty entertaining here, not gonna lie. I think Pogo pulled back to do a little bit of bandaging. Mancho's still trying to get some pickoffs here, but from his position, he might not be able to find much. He might be able to pick off Kerrigan there. Pajonovic coming down. Very risky to pull these maneuvers, but at this point, when you have this type of firefight, it's all about luck. And will Pogo hear those footsteps coming around? And when Kajonovic hear the medical. You know, some of these dudes have full auto. You know, there's full auto for a reason. The M16s, no, but... Oh! Picked off! It is 1v3. No, 1v4 at this point. Oh! Will he wake back up? Oh, that was a great play by Pogo and Mancho, though. It was a really good effort. Because they not only knocked the OFCRA out of double digits, but they got him down to 3. Come on, Pogo! No. Ah. Oh, man. Will Dislike turn around and get the double? Nope. I think this is over, guys. Just looking at the amount of shots Pogo took right here. He took another one right there. That's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 shots there. I think that's GG. I'll wait it out one more minute, but... Ooh. So steak well done, I don't mind because, you know, the elderly or people that actually have a bad immune system need it to be well done. And there are ways that you can still flavor a steak when it's well done so it tastes good. It just, you know, you're pretty much eating a flip-flop. Oh my god, yes. Red on red, please. Make my day. Kill each other and let Pogo win by default. So I understand well done. Ketchup, I personally don't understand, but some people just like the taste of it. So, you know, hydrator. I mean, this is the last bit of my water, too.
6 and what?
350.
350, okay.
350.
And, yep, they're calculating it. All right, it is an OFCRA victory. And both sides got the supremacy bonus as well.
Did we win? Yes.
Yep, OFCRA won.
We win.
Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen, we will be, and ladies, excuse me, we will be back at 7 p.m., which is in roughly an hour and a half. I am going to go cook dinner up. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Hopefully I'll see you in about 90 minutes. Take care.